Shalom Adonai. Today we are going to talk about the large sign of the firmament. Continue on how the Creator makes time, explain the repetition and the sign of Revelation 15. I refer here as the northern hexagon, cause the prophet Daniel uses the name in the ancient astrological maps. So in the ancient books, these stars were referred to as the northern hexagon, but the modern astronomy refers to it as the winter hexagon. If you search on internet now by typing winter hexagon, the image will appear. Follow the reasoning. The stars Rigel, Aldebaran, Capella, Castor, Pollux, Portion, and Sirius. So you have 7 stars participating in the winter hexagon. Here in the Gemini, you have 2 stars that participate in the repetition. In Orion, you have Rigel and Betelgeuse participating in the repetition. You have Aldebaran and Taurus, which is one of the 4 angels that holds the firmament. You can understand what will happen here. Don't worry, I will explain. Then you have Capella, which is from the Auriga constellation, which is the constellation of Creator. The Taurus constellation represents the strength of the Creator. Knowing the Taurus constellation has Orion, the Eridanus River, and you have Auriga representing the Creator, cause the Creator is the owner of time. He has to participate in this here, cause he was the one who made the 3rd earth. You are seeing now the things of the Creator are perfect. There you have the constellation of Gemini, the constellation of Canis Minor, and the constellation of Canis Major, which has Sirius and the star Absinthe, which is the one that will fall. So you have these 7 stars that participate in the winter hexagon. And the 7 stars are Rigel, Aldebaran, Capella, Castor, Pollux, Procyon, Sirius and Absinthe. So you are seeing the importance of the winter hexagon, which has the 7 repetition versions of the matrix were made. The first version of the matrix, it was made by the stars Aldebaran, Rigel, and Betelgeuse. The first version of the matrix, it was made by the stars Aldebaran, Rigel, and Betelgeuse. Look at the importance. This will go around of repeat 7 times and they come back here. Look at the importance. Betelgeuse will explode and Aldebaran will also explode, cause it is that opens the bones of the Pleiades, and Betelgeuse opens the cords of Orion's waist, which will consequently bring down Sirius, as mentioned before. Aldebaran and one of the 4 angels, named Captain, who holds the firmament, you are getting to understand. So, you have the Charioteer constellation, which is the Creator. So, the first version is made in Rigel, Betelgeuse, and Aldebaran comes to be this image. This would be triangulation Betelgeuse, Aldebaran, and Rigel. Then they will make the first repetition of Betelgeuse, Aldebaran, and Capella. They will be used to make the first repetition of matrix, which will be this image. Betelgeuse, Aldebaran, and Capella was the first triangulation to create the first version of matrix. The second triangulation, when the angels arrived there on September 9th, commit 21p, a messenger, a very strong angel, who held Jupiter, so that Jupiter would not leave the Virgin's womb. Then there will be the second repetition with Betelgeuse, Capella, and Pollux, which is this image here, just so you understand. Betelgeuse Capella, and Pollux. So that was the second matrix, everything that is in the firmament. Then they will make third versions of the matrix in the firmament. There in the winter hexagon with these stars. Then they will do it with Betelgeuse, Castor, and Pollux. It would be like this. Would this be this image of Betelgeuse, Pollux, and Castor from Gemini constellation that they made the third version of the matrix? If you see here in the image, you will get Betelgeuse, Pollux, and Castor. This was the third triangulation, which was where they built the third repetition of the matrix. The fourth repetition of the matrix, the fourth version, was made as in the winter hexagon, was made with Betelgeuse, Pollux, and Procyon, which will be this triangulation here. Come here in the image Betelgeuse, Pollux, and Procyon. This was the fourth repetition of the matrix. Then, how they made the fifth version of the matrix? I will explain to you how they made the fifth repetition. So, the fifth repetition was Betelgeuse, Procyon, and Sirius. Have you noticed that the Betelgeuse is used in all repetitions? You see its importance. Can you understand why the sign of Revelation 15 is approaching the explosion of Betelgeuse? You see how the things of the Creator are perfect, which is why the position is here. Look at the image. Come on this triangulation in the sky, Sirius, Procyon, and Betelgeuse. This was the fifth version. Then comes this triangulation of the sixth repetition, which is the sixth version of the matrix. The sixth version was Betelgeuse, Rigel, and Sirius. So when the sixth version started to approach here, the fallen angels started to get worried. Because they got worried? Because they knew they were going to get the seventh version, which would be the last one. They are unable to do this seventh version because they have legality in the spiritual law. Reading in the scripture, and the Creator obeys his own laws. So they had support to do this in the spiritual world, but they knew that the game was over for them and things would get tense for them, so much so that cause of the spiritual agreement. When you see this scene of the architect in the movie Matrix, why does he only refer to the sixth version of the Matrix? Why does he say that? Because when you get the version 7, you will have Betelgeuse, Rigel, and Aldebaran. And here, it is in the hand of the Creator, and time is up. They knew that the version 7 would be back in the hand of the Creator. That's why only version 6 is mentioned, because they knew that they would lose version 7. That's why you have that Tom Cruise movie that talks about Edge of Tomorrow, because of the spiritual agreement that everything must be shown to humanity. But many don't understand it. So since you didn't understand the firmament, you are lost. But now, so the sixth version was Sirius, Betelgeuse, and Rigel. So you see that everything is shown. Look at the image again, Betelgeuse, Rigel, and Sirius. These were of Sirius, Rigel, and Betelgeuse. Everything is showing, and then it gets to the seventh version. It got too bad, cause now you will understand how difficult the game got. I'm amazed by the firmament and by this teaching of the prophet Daniel, and how this was taught. And when it returned as it was the first version at 7th, Betelgeuse, Aldebaran, and Rigel. Betelgeuse it is what is going to explode. Aldebaran is the captain, and he is the one holding one of the four corners of the magnetic. Look the image for you to understand. Betelgeuse is what is going to explode. Aldebaran the captain, and he is the one who holds one of the four corners of the firmament. Look at the image for you to understand. Aldebaran is one of the four angels who hold the firmament. I want to show you the importance of this sign of Revelation 15. You have to understand it so much that you get Betelgeuse. Here, for you to understand, Betelgeuse will until the string of Orion and Sirius. It is the star absent, and it will fall to earth. For you to understand the firmament, look, the star Sirius here. Here the strings of Orion. Here where Capella is. When you are looking at the sky, you see the northern hexagon. It is all around Orion, and you just have to observe. What is drawing? Untying the strings of Orion. Sirius will fall. Betelgeuse explodes. Aldebaran explodes to release the bones of the Pleiades. Then you see they are all aligned. You see how the Creator is perfect. For you to understand, Betelgeuse, Rigel, Aldebaran are the Pleiades, and then you have the star Sirius, which will be the one that will fall, cause it is the star absent. When you look at the winter hexagon, where 7 versions of the matrix were made, you are able to understand the importance of the sign of Apocalypse 15. You are able to understand why they keep saying that Betelgeuse will explode. Cause with the explosion of Betelgeuse, the repetition will end. Why they are going to knock down the star Sirius? That the Sirius will no longer do the triangulation. Cause they are trying to make an escape in time. What would this escape in time be? How can this triangulation no longer be done? Look at the image. Betelgeuse, Sirius, Procyon, they made the triangulations with the winter hexagon, as this angel can no longer make the triangulation. They will try to do it between them, which is Sirius A, Sirius B, and Sirius C. And why this is possible? And also with this triangulation that will occur on September 23, 25th, 2024, it can open a portal through the astral triangle. Look, who is on the side of the astral triangle? The constellation Compass is one of the 40 constellations that modern astronomy added. How did I build my world? Did you understand the message of the architect from the movie Matrix? So it's much deeper, and there is a lot of information. That's why the messenger angel who comes there is sent by the devil. Comet 21P that remained as stationary for 9 months at the foot of Virgo on September 23, 2017. Then he goes to the star Sirius, which will coincide with October 8, 2018, which is the second sign of Apocalypse, that he will tell the angel what he has to do. The triangulation aims to open the astral triangle so that they can make an escape in time. And this is being done over the south of America, in the states of Brazil, Paraná, Rio Grande do Sul, and Santa Catarina, which is where the magnetic anomaly of the South Atlantic is happening, which can be said to be an escape in time. Look, you will see how interesting it is. On September 23, 2024, there will be a big sign in the sky. It is not me who is speaking. It's the Apostle John, who in September 2017 comes out of the Virgin's womb and is making the 7th year journey to arrive on Orion in 2024. And here is Comet 20P. It is there in the constellation of Fucus. look at Stellarium on September 23, 2024, cause this comet will go there in Ophiuchus, near the serpent. There is a lot of information that I forgot to mention. When 21P comes close to the serpent, they are there to tell it to use force that Ophiuchus does not push Scorpion. And who represents the constellation Scorpion? The tribe of Dan. The same tribe that will not be mentioned in Revelation. And because he tells the serpent to hold Ophiuchus, to give them time to do the triangulation and make an escape in the astral triangle that has already been shown. Let me see if it is here or not. It is that image that I showed you with the astral triangle with the compass on the side. So Scorpion represents the tribe of Dan. And of course, there are saved and unsaved from the tribe of Dan. Then, saved will be transferred the other halls, and it says there which hall you are seeing the importance of the sign of Revelation 12 and 15. With this video, you can understand everything so much deep. Shalom Adonai.